Alright everybody, we are on our next game. I'm not really sure if that opening video usually cuts off like that, but I'll explain why that might be the case in a little bit. But we are on our next game. Let me just select the mission because I think it loops that beginning intro if I don't do anything. But we're on GoldenEye 007. It's kind of a classic. A lot of people really played this game and know it. It's very popular. I think it actually did a lot for first-person shooters in general as well. But yeah, it came out originally on N64. We are going to be running through some 007 games, so I'm kind of going to tackle this similar to how we played the Indiana Jones games, where we kind of just went in order of release year, unless there was like a sequel, like with Lego Indy 1 and 2, because we technically played Staff of Kings after that, I believe, which was older than Lego Indy 2, but that's besides the point. Basically, what we're going to be doing is running through some 007 games. There are older ones than GoldenEye, but this is kind of where I'm starting, and we're going to kind of play them onwards. So there's like a few PS1 ones, PS2 era, and then also 360 and PS3 era ones, because a new 007 game is coming out extremely soon. I think as of this recording, I think it's the week after this, I believe. Maybe the end of the week after this, so we're not going to be playing First Light on launch day. We're going to be running through a bunch of 007 games before we get to that, because we were just playing a bunch of other stuff before, so I didn't really have this fully prepared. But the other reason why is because I'm not like a huge 007 guy. I don't really actually know that much about 007. I've only seen a couple of the movies on TV, and they were Pierce Brosnan ones. I never seen anything else besides a little bit of his movies. I haven't seen any of the Daniel Craig ones or any of the previous Bonds before that, like Sean Connery and stuff like that. So I'm not like a huge 007 guy. It's similar to like Harry Potter. I was never like a huge Harry Potter guy. We were just playing through the games in preparation for Hogwarts Legacy, and I kind of wanted to know what they did before that game, like what they were like, and that's kind of what we're doing with these. I want to see what the 007 games were like, because I've only ever played 3 or 4 of these total throughout the years. I have played GoldenEye way back in the day, but I don't remember like any of it. I never even fully played through it because I never actually owned the game myself. So this is gonna be kind of like a first playthrough, but I didn't say first time playing because it's not technically my first time playing. The only other ones I played, I think, was Agent Under Fire, Tomorrow Never Dies, and Everything or Nothing. I think those were the only other ones that I briefly played. Again, never played through them. I actually owned Agent Under Fire on PS2, but I don't remember if I beat that game or not. And we had Tomorrow Never Dies on PS1, I believe, if that's a PS1 one. I get the names mixed up, but there was a game we had on PS1 where it was another Pierce Brosnan game, but I never beat that one either. So we're going to be going in blind in a lot of these, but I am excited. Also, the other thing I forgot to say in our Metal Gear 3 video, we're not done with Metal Gear by any means. It was never going to be a series run starting with that game, though, because Metal Gear Collection Volume 2 is coming out still, and that has Peace Walker in it, which is technically what comes after Metal Gear Solid 3, or Delta in this case. So I decided I'd just wait until that comes out to even bother playing more of them, because chronologically it would go 3 or Delta, Peace Walker, then Ground Zeroes into Phantom Pain, and then the original Metal Gear 1 and 2 before Solid. But I'm kind of just waiting for everything to be released. Maybe they'll even announce another remake by then, and we'll play whenever that one is. But yeah, like I said, we're not done with Metal Gear. It just wasn't the time for a series run, and I just wanted to get Delta played because I wanted to play it for a while because I owned it since it came out. But kind of following that spy theme, we're just playing some 007 games now. And I'm just going to reiterate, we're not going to be playing First Light on launch, but it's kind of leading, these videos are kind of leading up to a First Light playthrough whenever we get around to it, which is the other thing. This is actually the canceled Xbox Live Arcade version that was supposed to come out in 2007. It's only playable through emulation right now. It's because it never came out. So that might be why there might be some oddities with it. It should be fully playable from what I understand, but there might be some visual glitches in certain levels, because like I said, this game is technically unfinished. It was supposed to release back in 2007, but due to some licensing issues, they were never able to do it. So they just never released it. They did re-release GoldenEye on Xbox Series X and Nintendo Switch 2 and stuff like that, but it's still just the original game ported to it to be playable. It probably still uses some level of emulation even for that copy, but this is actually like a remastered version of the game. You can even toggle to the old visual, and it actually was pretty impressive with what they did. And with that being said, I believe it's probably a little bit easier to play than the original one, because the original one had that very old school first-person shooter control scheme where if you would aim the gun in a direction and then let go of the analog stick, it would immediately recenter the gun to the center of the screen. Even Time Splitters 1 and 2 kind of played like that, if anybody's played those. They changed that in this remastered version where it will let you continuously point the gun any direction you want and keep that aim. So they made it a little bit easier. Unless you go into fine aiming, then it'll still recenter. But I am playing this with a mouse and keyboard hook, so it's going to be even easier to aim technically. And with that, we're going to be playing on 00 Agent difficulty because it'll probably at least be easier to manage than it used to be. So just to get that out of the way, this is an unreleased game, but I feel like this would be a good time to check it out considering another 007 is right around the corner. But yeah, like I was saying though before, we're going to start with the dam. I think I'm familiar with the second level a little bit too, because I do kind of remember it. I think it has something to do with like blowing up tanks in a facility. But beyond that, it's probably all going to be newish to me to some extent, because I probably won't remember anything else. So longer intro, but just needed to explain some things. But I think we can head into dam here. But like, these are the difficulties. 00 Agent actually gives you more objectives, which is why we're going to be playing on this difficulty, so we have more to do. But these just make it slightly easier. So I think it's like 1 objective, 2, and then 3, maybe even more. But let's select it here. These are all of our objectives. So as you can see, it's got quite a visual uplift, new character models and everything. I really just shoot his hat off. Yeah, their hats will actually absorb a bullet from what I was seeing. So it actually, I think it just negates damage completely. But yeah, one thing that I do remember about this game, it had a really good soundtrack. And it still does. However, one unfortunate thing with this version of the game is it does get rid of the pause menu theme. Which, if anybody remembers the original pause theme, it was extremely good. Is this guy actually still alive? We are on the hardest difficulty, so they take more damage. But yeah, now when you pause the game, it just continues the level music. If I can, I'll see if I can edit in the pause theme, because it would normally sound a lot different than this. It was actually really cool. But let's pick up this sniper. I was gonna say, usually I drop down there. I think I picked up all of our machine gun bullets. But yeah, you can actually switch between the original graphics in this version as well, which is really cool. Because I think this would have technically predated the Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Edition, which was like one of the first remasters that I think had the visual switching. This game would have had it. It's really unfortunate that they couldn't release it, because they did quite a lot. Oh, he actually sidestepped the bullet. There's a dude. Get rid of that guy. So yeah, like I said, I am going to be familiar with the enemy spawns and stuff in this level, because I played around with this level for a little bit. Alright, I think that guy finally died. Let's grab all their ammo though. I think we picked up all their guns. Yeah, with the mouse hook, it actually controls pretty nicely. Like I said, it probably makes the game a lot easier to play. Because I did play around with it with its original aiming, and like I said, even though they do correct it to where you can freely aim without it recentering, it's when you go into the fine aiming, it still does it, and you're just fighting it. But with mouse, it's pretty snappy. There's the original truck. Oh, is that guy already going for the alarm? Shit. Alright, I got him. I don't think we fail if the alarm goes off. We actually have to break all of the alarms for one of our objectives. Alright, now that they're gone, let's break this alarm. The other thing too is we have to... When I was messing around with the objectives, I didn't know what to do with this covert modem that we have. We actually have to plant it on this thing. The problem is if we miss it, we immediately fail. But we got it. Which means I'd have to restart. That would not be ideal. But we got it this time, so we can steal the data later in the level. Camera bobbing is still a battle. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're gonna tackle this, because this game does have sections of things, so I think this place that we're in, like this whole entire base, I think it's a 3 different level mission. So maybe we'll just tackle all 3 of them and then end, even if it's under an hour. Just tackle it by actual level. Got more guys down here. Getting absolutely swarmed. The other thing, I think there's body armor in that one guard tower where the truck was passing through. The problem is I don't think it's there on 00 agent difficulty. Ooh, it's lagging a little bit in here. Of these guys. I actually don't know why it's lagging. I tested this level before and it wasn't doing it. I wonder if it's because I'm recording now that it's messing with it a little bit. One of our objectives is down here. Let's interact with this guy. I don't think it lets us do this unless we plant that one modem. There we go. All we have to do is destroy the rest of the alarms and then we can get out of here. Which I believe the rest of them are just in the towers along the dam. Which we already shot one of them. Well, we shot 2 total. Pretty sure there's 4. But yeah, this game's just really fun. Like I said, I did play it back in the day, but I just never actually owned it or played all the way through it. I only remember owning 2 007 games, like I said in the intro. And I've only briefly played Everything or Nothing, which I think it was on the GameCube version originally. Is that the guy from the tower? Did he actually run all the way down? Yeah, I think he did. But, yeah, I just briefly played that one on GameCube because my brother owned it, and he brought it over. which that one was pretty good too. But yeah, I've been collecting some of the 007 games in preparation for the day I would eventually do this. So I was able to get a physical PC version of Quantum of Solace and Bloodstone. Those have a little bit of tweaking needed in order to get them to run smooth, but that's going to be a bit before we get to those. We got a lot of older 007 games to play first. Some of the PS1 ones are probably going to be a little tough because just them being on PS1. I think we're actually good on our objectives. Yeah, all we have to do is end the level. Which I think this is the platform right here. And there we go. Get a little bit of his multiple camera angles on the diving. But that is all the objectives. I think when you're on 00 Agent, it doesn't let you finish the mission unless you complete all the objectives, because you just fail otherwise. So that's why, like, I'm only gonna timestamp the levels, because you need to do all the objectives in order to beat it anyways. But there, now we're on the facility. We have to gain entry, which I think is mandatory. Contact Double Agent, rendezvous with 006, destroy all tanks in the bottling room, and minimize scientist casualties. So we basically just got to probably be careful with how we're shooting. I doubt the guards will shoot their own scientists, but who knows? It's an older game, maybe they'll just think they're enemy AI. I haven't seen a lot of the 007 movies. I've only seen a couple of the Pierce Brosnan ones on TV, and that's about it. So like I said, I am very blind to 007. Maybe I'll start watching the movies as I'm playing through them on the channel so that I can familiarize myself, because a lot of these games are based off the movies, but any twists that happen in the movies I actually won't be aware of. But let's hop into the next level here. Yeah, I actually remember this level a little bit. So this is probably as far as I got in the game when I was just briefly playing it. Can't go that way. Another great theme, though, for it. There's a dude in that one. Hello, sir. Actually shot us twice, but you die pretty fast on this difficulty, I think, so hopefully we don't get shot too many times. Oh, those are the other doors I opened closing. I thought people were rushing in. Alright, I think we're clear in here. Gotta check my corners. That damn reload. Alright, this is not going well. I'm already surrounded. I think I should, maybe when we're in like close quarters here, not rely on fine aiming and just shoot them like this. Then again, it's like just skimming them. Oh, we got a clearance card. That was a quick shot. No scientists in here. There should be health packs around the level. That's probably where our security card goes, but let me search these other rooms. But when we're on higher difficulties, I think a lot of those items are either gone or moved. Alright, I think this is the same bathroom. Oh, damn it. We have a timer to get into that door. Thought there was a gun on the ground at first, but that was just a hat. He just strafes it right away. Alright, can't open any of these. There's our first death. Alright, I'm doing a lot better on health this time. Scientists actually came running out already. I think we're in the clear? We are not in the clear. Now we might be, though. Yeah, those death scenes are always so over the top because they just keep firing at you. It's actually another guy. Wow. That was ridiculous. I just keep checking if there's anybody behind me. Alright. Seem to be okay. That was a very good duck. Also, what the hell exploded? Oh, there were guards in those rooms. I didn't even see them. I might have to wait for that other door. Yeah, there we go. That one guy's actually still alive. Oh, there actually is two of them up there. You know, I don't even know if we can get ammo for our silenced pistol in this level, or any of these levels. Maybe you can, but I just can't see them. Oh, there's another guard out there. Oh, is this our double agent? Okay, there we go. That was our double agent. So we did have to come this way. But yeah, the reason why I'm not shooting the loud gun is I think that's what causes all the guards to kind of just run at you immediately. Do I have to shut this door manually? Now we gotta find this bottling room, though. Which I'm not gonna be familiar with where that is at. So we're gonna have to check the left side here. There we go. Shoot him in the face. Wow, that's sneaky. We gotta be very careful, man. It doesn't take too much for us to die. So we gotta be immediately checking corners here. I'm almost out of ammo as well. So we're gonna have to start shooting loud here. There's a lot of scientists. Alright, we're still good. Hopefully them evacuating isn't like a bad thing for us. Oh, this definitely looks like the bottling room. Those are probably the tanks that they want me to destroy. Now, the decoder for the bottling room, how do we actually use that? There we go. That's how. What other door was that? I wonder if that's 006. Kind of looks like the dude from the Startup movie. Any more guards rushing us? What a weird room to have up here. This is definitely our guy. So, oh, he's still talking to us. Alright, that was our objective. Wait. Well, this doesn't seem good for us. That guy even die? Dude, some of these guys are just tanking all of this. Oh, you know what? I think these guys are gonna just keep coming. Which is gonna be tricky for us. Because I gotta blow up these tanks still. Holy shit, that worked. I was just going to throw them on there. I actually wasn't 100% sure if that's how it worked. But when I was cycling through my inventory throughout the level, I noticed we had the mines and the watch. So I was like, okay, watch, detonator probably. last-ditch effort, just sped ran that, and it actually counted. So we did finish that level. That ending is pretty tricky if they just infinitely spawn like that, but we did make it through that. That was a good call at the end there. 43 head hits. Okay, it actually, I didn't even notice this on the other level. It does actually count headshots and body hits and stuff like that. So that's cool. But yeah, that was intense at the end there. But now we're in the runway section. Find plane ignition key, destroy heavy gun emplacements, and destroy the missile battery. Escape in plane is probably necessary to finish the level. Alright, let's see if we can get out of here. Whoa, hello, sir. Some timed mines. Okay, that's where we came from. Probably don't want to go back there. Oh, we can actually go out this way? This is probably our primary area. Got those two. Oh, here's a key. Alright, there's our ignition key. Now we gotta figure out our other objectives. Which, that looks like a heavy gun placement. I also see 2 guards out here. Alright, that doesn't open. Where's our... I wonder if our plane is the one that's down there. Oh, there's actually a tank over here. Oh, can we actually... Oh, you can actually drive the tank. Well, hang on, let's go about the area first. I wonder if that's what we need to do to blow up the heavy gun. I'm curious what else is out here. This guy's also shooting at me. Ooh, there's other guards coming out now. Did they just blow something up? We're getting shot at from a few places. I think someone's... Yeah, there's a dude over here, too. Okay. Oh, I actually can't enter that place. Oh, this thing's actually operational? Shit. So this is gonna be hectic. I wonder if these work on this? Take it, these guys infinitely spawn. What kind of gun is that guy using? Oh, he's got like a submachine gun. Not a good place to park the tank. Alright, I might have to just try and get over there really quick. Oh, it actually squishes him. Now, how do we actually go about shooting this thing? Is it like a... Oh, here we go. Oh shit, that other heavy gun is shooting at me. This is bad. Alright, I think we blew them all up. This is probably a bad idea to ride up to him, but I'm almost dead. Let's see if we can make a break for it. Alright, nice. Another very close call right at the end. Yeah, like I said, I'm wondering if the better way to tackle this game would be to do each section per video, which might fall under an hour. Let me... Actually, how do we get back to the main menu here? Because this is mission 2. This is still the briefing. What happens if we just keep hitting... Okay, if you keep hitting previous, it brings you all the way back. So the next mission would be surface. Then again, I just checked. We should actually be able to fit another mission in here, so maybe we'll actually still include mission 2. I can't imagine this game will take us that long regardless, but some of these levels are probably going to be getting more and more complicated. But power down communications dish, obtain save keys, steal building plans. This is probably mandatory. This is probably just the next level. Alright. Got our whole entire winter suit on. Oh, does it let me keep... Oh, actually, I think it just starts with the sniper this time. I wasn't sure if it was letting me keep previous guns at first. What is this level? Oh, wow. Damn, this got a major change. It's funny that it even has, like, the old view distance when you switch to original graphics. This level also has a really cool soundtrack. Alright, that gets rid of those 3. No one else in here. Grenade rounds. Is that actually different than just normal grenades? Is there a grenade launcher somewhere on this level? Like I said, this is where it's going to be like unfamiliar to me. It's pretty much anything beyond the second level. I didn't even remember the airstrip level that we just finished. There's the big satellite dish though. So we're definitely gonna have to head that way. Alright, no one over here. At least not on the first floor. Alright. I don't think there's anything here for us. Like that quick sidestep he had. I think I saw another guy to our right. That was a good shot, right in the face. Pick up his sniper. Get rid of those two. I think they're just at a point where they're kind of infinitely spawning. Well, they weren't infinite spawning, they are now. Oh, there is a grenade launcher. We have a lot of pistol rounds. We also picked up a key. Is that actually a headshot? Alright, maybe that key was for that one locked door. At first I thought he was still alive. I was gonna say, I thought I seen the gun fall out of his hand. Yeah, let's check this building. God, we're so close. Shooting like a cutout around him. Alright, that was objective B, which was what? Obtain safe key, power down communication dish. Alright, I didn't see a safe anywhere. We'll just have to keep an eye out, I guess. There's a dude all the way over there. I actually like this level so far, though. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's go over to where that dish is, though. Maybe that's where our safe is as well. Ooh, right in the nuts. Grab some more sniper ammo. You know, at first when I saw that grenade, I thought he was gonna throw it, and I just shot it and he died. Luckily, he just dropped a grenade we could pick up, because that could have been really bad. I'm pretty sure when you're on 00 agent, a grenade would probably kill you instantly. I know I said we were going to the satellite, but now I want to check this building out. There's a safe here. Alright, bunker plans. There's objective C. Oh, this door is also locked. Interesting. Is there even another key out here? Oh shit. Security camera. Some gasoline. Interesting. How do you stop an alarm that's already broken? Also, I'm not even seeing anything in here. Alright, I think the only thing we can really do right now is just head towards that satellite dish. Just power it down. Now, when they say power it down, do they mean to just blow the whole thing up? Someone just shot at me. After the last level, I'm always expecting people to just be, like, lurking around the corner. Okay, there we go. That was more straightforward than I thought. But I don't know where we're actually supposed to go next. Get out of here. Didn't it say something about a ventilation shaft? Enter base via ventilation tower. Interesting. I wonder what a ventilation tower looks like. Oh, that looks like a ventilation tower right over there. I don't really know why I'm grabbing more sniper bullets. There's also a helipad over here. But I would imagine this is where I need to go. Oh, okay, there's multiple locks. I think we probably broke the one right away. Alright, there we go. That one wasn't as complicated as I was originally thinking it would be. But what do we got to do now in the bunker? All surveillance equipment needs to be disrupted. Copy GoldenEye key and leave original. Get personnel to activate computer. Download data from computer. Photograph main video screen. This is a lot of stuff. Well, this is probably going to get complicated. You almost made it to that alarm. This guy's not even giving me a chance. Oh, this looks like a dead end over here. There's a security card. Damn, that's the one thing that sucks when a dead body blocks you, because I don't think I can shoot through dead bodies. Alright. I was gonna say, it seemed like they might be trying to get around. So is this where I supposedly came in? This looks like something I'd have to interact with. Oh, and I'm assuming I have to destroy these cameras for our mission. I'd imagine they count as all surveillance equipment. There's no way this dude's still alive. Downside to using the silenced pistol to not cause like a massive amount of enemies attacking me is they don't give me that much ammo. I can't even go into that room. Did they drop anything else? Also, I'm not sure if for that one objective for destroying all surveillance equipment, I'm not sure if they also mean this stuff in here. It's kind of what I was afraid of when I did that. Computer room keycard. Here we go. I wonder if I should destroy... Whoa, what the hell is that guy using? The Klob? It looked like he was dual wielding. Oh, you can dual wield. Interesting. Data cannot be... Uh-oh. Let me check that. Okay, download data from computer is failed. Alright, so we can't do that. I'm gonna have to restart the mission. Alright, computers are intact now. I assume I need something in order to even download the data from them. Oh, key analyzer. Data thief? Computer has not been activated. Okay. Oh, we do have a camera, though. Okay. I don't know how we activate the computer. We'll have to find out, I guess. Surprised they're not reacting to my gun. Oh, shit. Falling actually saved in there. Buddy, I need you, I think. This guy's in the opening, too. He's probably the one that can activate the computer. Hopefully they don't just spawn a whole wave of enemies on us. Knockers, that's the password. I don't think that's good for us. Oh, they're coming. Question is how many of them are coming. Alright, we're not done in here yet, though. Okay. That's how we do that. Let's check our objectives. What do we still have to do now? Copy GoldenEye key and leave. And then photograph main video screen. I wonder if that's the big one in the center room. It's gonna make our job a lot harder though. Pick up the golden... Uh-oh. We have it in our inventory. Did it get it? Dude. I gotta take a picture of that screen. We should have taken a picture of it first. Okay, we got it. Now, what about this GoldenEye key? Because I know how to analyze it, but I don't know how to copy it. I don't even know who the hell's shooting at me from in there. They're shooting through the ceiling. Yeah, I'm not really sure how we actually do anything with this key. Let's try this again. Okay, that you have to just keep clicking the button. That's what we did wrong. Oh, this guy's still alive. Alright, now we should be good to leave. But yeah, I did fail the mission when I walked out the exit, because we didn't do it right. But you have to just keep using the key analyzer until he throws it back. There we go. Mission completed. That one's a pretty extensive one. That was a fun mission. But what do we got next? The launch silo, plant bombs in fuel rooms, photograph satellite, obtain telemetric data, and then retrieve satellite circuitry. Minimize scientist cat. We've had that before. Oh, we're also timed on this mission. This guy's still alive? Oh, Jesus Christ. There's a lot of them around the corner there. These guys... I mean, we're definitely not going to want to kill these guys. I didn't even see that dude. Oh, circuit board. Alright, we gotta keep an eye out for these. I wonder if this is the things that we have to set explosive on? They look like fuel things. Thought these guys were dead. Someone's shooting at us. Definitely blowing these up. If they're gonna jump me like the last corner, this would be super deadly. I can barely see these guys. There's another circuit board. Is there always, oh, there's a key card. Is there always 2 circuit boards in each room? Because I'm not seeing another one anywhere. That's the only one I could see. They're actually pretty noticeable, though. They're pretty green. I knew it. I knew there'd be a guy around a corner somewhere. Alright, nothing down that way. Jesus, how many guys do they need in here? Alright, they're dead. I don't see him dropping anything. That was an accident. I did not mean to do that. Is this a thing? We completed an objective. Photograph satellite plant bombs. Okay. We have the circuitry and the other thing. I was gonna say, I didn't know if that was a thing or not. But it was. I did not mean to shoot that scientist, though, but we should be okay on that objective. Because I think we just can't kill a certain number of them. Also, I wonder if that one thing was our satellite. Oh wow, is there body armor? Yes, but oh, there it goes. Of course, it wouldn't let me pick it up. God. That's a setup. Probably why they give you body armor. Picked one hell of a spot to sit. Oh, you know what, though? This could be our satellite in here, too. I don't know if that guy's supposed to be dropping something. I have no idea. Okay, that is our satellite. So we don't have to go backwards. Hopefully that guy wasn't supposed to drop something, because if we need another key card, we didn't get it. Wow, this guy has like instant aim on us. I can't even do anything. Yeah, this guy's ridiculous. I'm like one hit away from dying. I don't know if this is the way I'm supposed to go or not. Alright, we beat it. That was a hectic mission. We had like 40-something seconds to spare, I think. And I was like blindly coming across the objectives. I think we were just supposed to damage that one dude until he ran away. That might have been the same guy from one of the earlier levels. I didn't catch the name again. But like the second you would turn a corner, he would instantly pelt you with a bullet. Alright, let's get back to the main thing here. Oh, we're on mission 4 now? Wait, we did mission... Oh, I guess we did missions 2 and 3, so we're already heading into mission 4 now. But actually, let's stay on the mission screen, because otherwise it'll probably replay that intro. This is definitely where we're going to end part 1. It probably is going to run a little bit longer than I expected, because I was going to try to just do this by mission, but some missions are just going to be smaller than others. I thought it was 3 parts per mission, but... that wasn't the case with the last one. Mission 2 was probably just surface and bunker, and then silo must have just been mission 3 alone. Even though I'm noticing that it has like the 2 years ago or 4 years ago thing. I thought surface, bunker, and silo were connected, but we did leave on that helipad and bunker, so that makes sense that they're separated. But yeah, that'll do it. This game is really fun. It can be vague on the mission objectives, but it is an older game. A lot of older games were like that. They would just tell you what to do, and then you're just supposed to figure it out. So I've played games like this before in the past, so I'm kind of somewhat used to that kind of thing, because I kind of grew up with games like that. But yeah, it's a very addicting gameplay loop. The shooting feels really nice when you use mouse and keyboard. Like I said, that probably makes it way easier to manage this game, because it has a very cumbersome aim originally. You get used to it, like I said in the beginning, as you play those kind of games, but this is definitely a much nicer feel, and so far I haven't noticed any issues with this version of the game. It could be even later levels that pose issues, I don't really know. But yeah, super fun. I'm excited to check out some of the other 007 games that come out later than this. Some of them will actually probably feel more dated, like some of the PS1 titles, but we'll have to see. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody who checks these out as they go live or after they go live. I always appreciate it, and I'll see you in part 2.